Why do we sit here being silent, watching our leaders turn into tyrants? Have they forgotten which side they're fighting for? Checks and balances set aside and rule of laws, youth and ours, and Constitution openly ignored. Man, I'm not okay. Think we are being played. Is it time for right and left to join a greater cause? Man, I'm not okay. The rich claim to be victimized just to attack the marginalized. Is 1% really worth more than all the sick and poor? Always preaching about fellowship while planning their dictatorship. Now we've seen how all of this plays out before. Man, I'm not okay. Think we are being played. Time for you and I to join our country's call. Man, I'm not okay. Ever wonder all the mystery? Why they whitewash our history? Keep dividing is their plan. All in all, such a scam. Algorithm very sly, only used to spread the lies. Politicians know well, hate is simple to upsell. Man, I'm not okay. Think we are being played. Time for you and I to join our country's call.
We are not okay. America is not okay, and we all know that. Former Congressman Joe Walsh, this is the Social Contract with Joe Walsh. Let's figure out how to get okay together. Hey, this is Tuesday. Thanks for joining me. Former Congressman Joe Walsh this Tuesday. Former Republican Joe Walsh this Tuesday. Former Independent. Current Democrat. I don't know how long that's going to last. I'm an open book. I became a Democrat because I believe my former political party is a threat to everything this country holds dear. I believe my former political party is a threat to our founding principles. So I became a Democrat 9-10 months ago just to fucking help the Democratic Party defeat what my former party is. I'll talk another time. It's not easy, right? Because I'm surely not where most Democrats are on policy. But you know what? We're living in one of these unprecedented moments where policy has got to take a back seat to saving this 250-year-old experiment in self-rule and democracy. Good to be with you this Tuesday. I was about to start. I've got just a few things to throw at you today. And I was going to say from least important to most important. But that's bullshit because it's all important. I do a lot of media in the UK. I do a lot of London radio. And I was on last night and like, they just don't know still, like, what the fuck, Joe? What are you guys doing? I mean, what is Trump up to? Like, why'd you put him in the White House? And talking about the Iran war last night, I said, look, just cut to the chase. World. And when I do media in Europe, I feel like I'm speaking to the world. And I often say, world, former congressman here, proud American here. Hey, world, listen up, I said last night. He's a fucking madman. He's not only a bad, horrible guy, he's lost it up here. He's a madman. He should be removed from office. I don't think that will happen world. But world, hang on. We just thought, plenty of us just thought, if Trump was reelected, man, it's going to be utter chaos and danger here in America. Like Trump's going to set our house on fire. He's making his way to setting the whole fucking world on fire. World, I got no better answer for you, I said last night. He's a madman who is losing it upstairs more and more every fucking day. And this is really scary and really dangerous because he is the leader of still the most powerful country in the world. He's no longer the leader of the free world, because with Trump in the White House, America is no longer on the side of the free world. With Trump in the White House, America is on Putin's side. With Trump in the White House, we oppose Ukraine. America opposes Ukraine. America opposes NATO. America opposes the free world. You've got the President of the United States, a Putin puppet, and now you got Netanyahu, Israel, a Putin puppet, both endorsing in Hungary Orban, an authoritarian thug, an anti-freedom thug, an anti-democracy thug. But Putin, Trump, Netanyahu, now on the side of the dictators and the thugs. Hang on, world. He's a madman. Quite literally, Donald Trump is a madman who does not think, he doesn't think 45 seconds of anything he says. Anything he utters, he does not think 45 seconds ahead of that. By the way, a lot of people are still on my ass because I said yesterday a whole bunch, and I stand by it, and I said it again on a bunch of media. Iranian state media right now is more believable and more trustworthy than the President of the United States. I believe that. I stand by that. And I know fully what Iranian state media is. They're terrorists. They're liars. Nobody in the world lies more than Donald Trump lies right now. So yes, even Iranian state media is more trustworthy than the President of the United States. A lot of people jumping on me about that. I stand by it. And I ask you too, I ask everybody, prove I'm wrong. Prove I'm wrong. Prove I'm wrong that anybody out there, any public figure anywhere in the world lies more than Trump does. Prove I'm wrong. I saw this yesterday. I try not to make any of this humorous, any of this funny. That's just not how I roll. That's not what I lead with. But you know, Trump's history is he does something stupid. He says something stupid. He fucks something up. He breaks shit. And then he eventually, people around him realize he did something stupid. He said something stupid. He broke shit. He fucked up. And the people around him and other people then try to fix the stupid thing Trump did. And when they do, then Trump claims victory. When somebody fixes a Trump fuck up, Trump then stands in front of the world and says, look at victory. Look what I did. This is what Trump's done with his tariffs left and right. It's with every stupid thing he does. Whenever anybody fixes or takes care of or walks back, like that's classic Trump too, right? I'm going to impose billion-dollar tariffs on the rest of the world. And then everything crashes and everything's broken and the entire world economy is in the toilet. And then Trump comes out a week later and says, you know what? I'm going to get rid of those billion-dollar tariffs on the rest of the world. And everybody around the world breathes a sigh of relief. And Donald Trump says, see, look at me, great deal maker. Look what I did. Victory. And damn, a lot of people believe him. Same thing with Iran here. So get this, what I read yesterday. Keith, do we have that blurb, that report on the Strait of Hormuz, the new end game? Supposedly, again, because Trump doesn't know what he's doing, and the Iran war is basically destroying the world and destroying the world economy. And people around Trump have told him on their knees, Mr. President, this ain't working. We got to get out of this thing. We need an end game. Well, it looks like their new end game, because they want to find a way for Trump to say, like he always does, look at me. Look at the deal I crafted. Look at the great deal. I broke something. Somebody else put it together. I'm a great deal maker. I started this war. I got to get out of it. And the people around Trump need to let him get out of it so that he can say victory. Same old pattern. Well, it sounds like they've found the new end game, the new objective to the war. Because remember, they don't have an objective to the war. This was a war of choice. Donald Trump still doesn't know why he got into this war, why he chose to get into this war. But it looks like their new end game, their new objective is reopening the strait. Reopening the Strait of Hormuz. You know, that narrow strip of water through which damn near everything that supports the world economy is shipped through. Trump and the people around Trump think, here's his off-ramp. Here's his exit. Here's where Donald Trump can claim a great victory by reopening the strait. And if you're listening right now, and you've got something going on up here, you understand, right? That Trump closed the Strait of Hormuz. Like that strait, reopening that Strait of Hormuz would be open right now if Trump hadn't gone to war. So like, right, same old pattern, get this. Trump, you can get rid of that, Keith. Thanks. Trump goes to war. Trump going to war causes this vital water passageway to, in effect, be closed. Trump's war did that. And after all of this, after all of the chaos and the mayhem and the economic uncertainty and the price you're paying at the pump, the price you're paying for everything because nothing can get through that strait, the 13 dead Americans so far, all those dead Iranian school children, all of the utter disaster that this war is, Donald Trump's end game is, he's going to reopen the strait that he closed. Trump fucks something up. That fuck up is put back together by other people, and Trump claims a great victory. This could happen because Trump's an idiot and he doesn't have a good end game. And remember, I'm very pro-Israel. America's end game is not Israel's end game. Israel would like to just blow Iran and that regime to smithereens, back to the Stone Ages, and put in place. Israel wants a new regime in Iran. America's never had an end game because Bibi talked Trump into this war. And the report out today was that the last thing Bibi said that convinced Trump to go to war was Bibi reminded Trump that Iran was trying to assassinate him. And that just did it. Then Trump just said, let's go to war. But get this. The victory, the end game, is to reopen a strait that he closed. You talk about Trump fucking up and doing stupid, bad shit and then walking it back. $1 billion tariffs? Okay, never mind. Great victory. Shut down the Strait of Hormuz? Okay, let's reopen it. Great victory. It's not funny. It's not funny. You know, with everything in this country right now going on with immigration enforcement, oops, bumping around a little bit there. There's so much that we overlook. It's been over a year now. We've had masked federal thugs on the streets of America terrorizing immigrants and citizens alike. It's been going on for over a year. Every day, every week, there are videos of these masked thugs abusing immigrants and citizens, denying due process to immigrants and citizens, right? I could go on. We've gone on almost every day for the past year. All of this going on, we overlook some of the other horrible, cruel, just criminal shit that this administration is doing when it comes to immigration. And let me be really clear and as careful as I can be. Again, Trump doesn't have a core. He doesn't believe in anything but Trump. But the people around Trump, Stephen Miller, all the rest of them, they believe shit. And what Stephen Miller and the people around him want is a white Christian country. They want brown, black immigrants gone. They want only white Christians in this country. That's what they believe, the people around Trump. And that belief has really fostered this ugly, cruel, extreme, dark immigration enforcement world that we've been living in. But then there are headlines like this that just don't get enough attention. The U.S. government collected over $1 billion in immigration fees, thanks, Keith, then refused to process the applications. Well, let's pause for a moment. The U.S. government in the past year under Trump has taken in $1 billion in immigration fees, immigrants paying fees to do this or that, apply for citizenship, go to school, get a work visa, whatever. Over $1 billion in fees. And the U.S. government has refused to process any of these applications. Immigrants pay fees, they apply, government takes in the money, in essence has stolen the money. No denials, no refunds, no, just absolute silence. The American government taking in over $1 billion this past year from immigrants and then fucking walking away with the money. Immigrants from around the world applying to become citizens of the United States. The United States government is taking their money and not responding at all. Ask Austin Coker. He's a PhD, an immigration specialist at Syracuse University. Outlines, you can get rid of that, Keith, thanks. Outlines what's been going on. 3 separate policies signed by Trump and Rubio now bar citizens of 92 countries from receiving immigration visas. That covers roughly half of all legal immigrants entering the U.S. from abroad. A December 2025 proclamation alone blocks 1 in 5 legal immigrants from entering the United States. It covers major origin countries, including Cuba, Venezuela, Nigeria, Haiti, and Iran, with no end date and no refunds for fees already paid. So immigrants from Cuba, Venezuela, Nigeria, Haiti, Iran, 92 some other countries. paying fees to become citizens of this country. And then Trump and Rubio and Stephen Miller and the rest of them sign executive orders banning immigrants from those countries and keeping all of the application fees. Sponsoring a spouse cost U.S. citizens up to $2,675 in fees alone, $670 to petition, $1,400 to adjust status, $560 for a work permit. The government is cashing all those checks and then doing nothing. That's fraud. Our government taking $560 from an immigrant who applies for a work permit and just walking off with that money, not at all getting back to that immigrant who applied for a work permit. Cubans are the most affected. Nearly 1 million blocked applications totaling $543 million in fees this last year. Venezuelans followed, 239,000 applications just totally ignored. Our government taking their money, taking the money from 239,000 immigrants from Venezuela, taking their application fees, and then boom, gone. Never to be heard from again. Nigerians, Afghans, Haitians, Iranians round out the top group. The State Department is actively instructing consular officers not to tell applicants they're banned. Our State Department is instructing our officers not to tell applicants that they've been banned, to continue accepting their application fees, taking their money, knowing they've been banned from entering this country. Over 561,000 people now blocked from obtaining legal permanent residence, work permits, green cards, status adjustments, all frozen with no statutory authority cited, and all of those fees taken. It's the largest fee fraud in the history of our immigration system. Your government, my government, knowingly taking application fees from immigrants who want to come here, work here, go to school here. Our government right now is taking their money knowing we've banned them. Trump has banned them from coming here. We're still taking their applications because we're taking their application fees. Well over $1 billion worth so far. And these immigrants never hear a damn thing from us. We're stealing money. We are stealing money from immigrants from Venezuela, Cuba, Nicaragua, Iran. We're stealing money from brown and black immigrants, purposely, knowingly. State Department, fully on board, telling everybody in their consular offices, man, do not say a word. Keep taking the applications. Let's keep grabbing their fees. Fuck it. We know they can't come here. We know we're never going to respond to them, but keep taking their fees. There are maybe 16,000 reasons why Donald Trump should be impeached. And this won't even make the list. Hey, I need to, and I'll say this slowly. This is cathartic for me. But this is a reminder to everybody listening to me right now. Donald Trump, the president of the United States, will stop at nothing to mess with, fuck with, and try to cancel the November midterms. He'll stop at nothing. No longer be shocked by that. No longer be horrified by that. Just know it and be aware of it and be ready to fight back against it. Trump will stop at nothing to fuck with or try to cancel these midterms. And when the midterms happen, and when Trump and his party lose big time, or as he would say, get obliterated, that's one of his favorite words. When the midterms happen and Trump and the Republican Party get annihilated, obliterated, the story doesn't end there, right? The president of the United States will never accept the results of the midterm. He'll scream from the high heavens that the election was stolen. And then the president of the United States will stop at nothing to delegitimize the election results. Know, just know that this is all happening right now and that this is going to happen. And yes, right, again, yes, any president of the United States that would do such a thing to our elections process, to our democracy, should be strung up, should be kicked out of this country, never to return again. We're past that now, because this is not the first time Trump will have done any of this. I want to make two more points in no particular order. Point number one, I want you to talk to your children about this, your children young and old. If your children young and old ask you, "What, Mom, Dad, why would our president do that? Why would our president try to mess up an American election? Why would he try to mess, like, mom, why would that happen? Why would he, like, not accept the results? Because, like, Mom, Dad, you told us we lose a soccer game, we lose whatever kind of match, whatever kind of contest, we accept the results, we concede, and we congratulate the winner. Mom, Dad, I don't understand why the president of the United States would do such a thing to American elections. When your child asks you something like that, I want you to be deadly honest with them. I want you to tell them. I want you to remind them that elections are the heartbeat of a democracy. Without elections, a representative democracy dies. This thing we do every 2 years, every 4 years, this is our time. This is the voters' time to speak. You take that away, we have no representative democracy. You need to remind your children of that, first of all. A democracy dies without its heartbeat, without elections. Why would an American president do this to American elections, your child might ask? Be honest. Because Trump is democracy's, this president, sadly, is democracy's enemy. This president, sadly, is an enemy of this country. If anybody who would attack our elections like Trump is doing and will do again, that's not a friend of America. That's an enemy of America. And anybody who wouldn't accept the results of what the people say every 2 years or 4 years, that's a traitor to this country. I don't want you to be afraid to use those words with your children. How else are you going to explain how an American president would declare full-on war against our elections process? How did you explain to your children back in 2020 when Donald Trump, the only American president who lost an election and refused to accept the result? How did you explain that to your kids? How did you explain the fact that he's the only president in American history who refused to concede? How did you explain that to your children? What other explanation is there? And then Trump committed crimes trying to overthrow an election. How did you spin that? There's no way to spin that. Anyone on this planet who would attack our elections like Donald Trump attacks our elections, anyone who would do that anywhere in the world, we'd call our enemy. And if an American did that, we'd call that person a traitor to this country. I think you need to have the decency and the courage to say that to your kids, to explain this unprecedented time to your children, that it's horrible. It's just, make clear how sad you are. It's absolutely horrible that we have an American president, my son, who would do this. It's absolutely horrible, but he's done it before. He's doing it again. Here's why. And we just all have to come together and rise up and defeat it and defeat what he is. He's our enemy. Say that to your kids. Second point I want to make is the midterms are going to happen. Fuck Trump. The midterms are happening. I think the American people for the next 5, 6, 7, 8 months, every fucking day, need to scream in the public square, fuck Trump, the midterms are happening. Fuck Trump, the midterms are happening. I think this whole resistance movement, this No Kings movement, whatever this movement is, resisting that fascist in the White House, man, this has got to be our focus this year. It's got to be in one clear clarion call, one unified chorus, man. Fuck Trump, the midterms are happening. We need all of America to say that, and we need all of America to act that way. And to help us say that and to publicly speak out on it and to be part of a movement that would dare say the truth, fuck Trump, the midterms are happening. We got some t-shirts for you if you want. Show me that t-shirt, Keith. Show me that t-shirt. We've got a line of t-shirts that we've produced with just one simple message. Thanks, Keith. And we'll keep that up for a sec. Just one simple message. The midterms are happening. We've got that message in a few different versions. One includes profanity. The other doesn't. We've got t-shirts that just say the midterms are happening. No fuck Trump. We've got t-shirts that include profanity. They say, fuck Trump, the midterms are happening, or they say the midterms are happening, fuck Trump. So we've got t-shirts with profanity and without. And the whole notion behind the short sleeve t-shirts, keep that up, Keith. The long sleeve t-shirts, we've got ball caps. I think we even have hoodies, whatever. Again, just this clear, concise message. There is no more important issue in the country this year than defeating Donald Trump's attack on our midterm elections. Because it's happening right now, and it's going to come even harder as the days, weeks, and months get us closer to the midterms. This needs to be kind of the one clear message America rallies around. And if you're offended by the profanity, doggone it, get your long, short sleeve t-shirt in whatever color you'd like, or your ball cap. that just says the midterms are happening. No profanity. I just thought it'd be a cool thing to do, a cool way for any of us who want to publicly pronounce, fuck you, man. The midterms are happening. They belong to us, not you. Our elections are ours, Trump, not yours. So get your t-shirt, get your short sleeve tees, get your long sleeve tees. There's the link right there. There's the website. Go to bonfire.com/the midterms are happening. I think if you just go to bonfire.com and you type in the midterms are happening, it will take you to our page. But that's the specific link if you want to take a picture of it. bonfire.com/the-midterms-are-happening. Get your t-shirt. Get t-shirts for your kids without profanity. Get a t-shirt get a long sleeve t-shirt for your 84-year-old grandmother with profanity. Because she's going to wear that. She's going to wear that. Spread these around like hotcakes. Let's all of us coalesce around this defense of our elections. Because Trump will stop at nothing to fuck with and try to cancel the midterms. He'll stop at nothing. So why don't we do the same? And all we got to do is buy a t-shirt and wear a t-shirt or a ball cap. There's the link. There's the website, bonfire.com. The midterms are happening, or just type in bonfire.com and then type in the midterms are happening. Once you're on the website, it'll take you to our page. Again, 2 versions, with profanity, without. The midterms are happening, or fuck Trump, the midterms are happening. Short sleeve tees, thanks, Keith. Long sleeve tees, ball caps, all the rest. Thanks for listening, everybody. Paxos.app is right there. Paxos.app. Check it out. Our one-stop shop for every immigrant and citizen in this country to go to lawfully fight back against ICE. Paxos.app. Check it out. Give it a test ride and share it with anybody you think who would benefit from this tool. My Substack, Social Contract with JoeWalsh.substack.com. Check out my Substack. We'll put the link, by the way. We'll put the link up front and center to the midterms are happening, the t-shirt link. We'll put that up on my Substack, so it's always there. Social Contract with JoeWalsh.substack.com. Final notion, you want to send me an email about anything, oh gosh, please do. The Social Contract with JoeWalsh@gmail.com. All one word. God bless you. Love you. Be brave.
Thank you for listening. Remember to listen, follow, and share The Social Contract with Joe Walsh on Apple, Spotify. Plus, don't forget to subscribe to The Social Contract on Substack. This has been The Social Contract with Joe Walsh.